Even if we post negative GDP numbers, we're not considering it recessionary because there's asterisks. Like you said, there's this huge flood of imports that happened all of a sudden because everyone was trying to buy stuff before tariffs come into play. Now tariffs are in play and we're still not seeing inflation, which is somewhat encouraging, but there's also probably some competitive factors here too, right? Because you've got kind of a souring consumer. Folks are more selective about where they spend their money, and they're probably gearing up for more of that. If I know that Nikes are going to cost 30%, 40% more in the next year, I'm only buying 2 pairs instead of 3, and I might be selective about what store or what website I shop at for that.
You go through shoes a little bit faster than me. Then I run mine to death, but there's definitely some competitive factor going on in there. I would say looking at these numbers, right, that CPI is the front end. That's what the consumer is getting, and it actually decreased a little bit. And then you look at the PPI, the wholesale level. Theirs decreased significantly more. So there's a question there. What happened? Why is it that they would see, as we're expecting, this inflationary effect of the tariffs? Why would on a wholesale level they be seeing a decrease? The answer that people have kind of been working through is GDP last month was negative, and that was caused by a rush to import to get ahead of the tariffs or to get them as low as they could. So a lot of wholesalers and retailers are sitting on a large inventory right now. They have 6, 8 weeks to try and draw down that inventory and wait out to see what happens. So, if you're a wholesaler and you're sitting on this huge inventory and someone's coming to shop from you, you have two options. You can push that inflationary price onto them, or you can eat a little bit of the cost yourself. In the long run, eating that cost is something that you can't do. But in the short term, looking at, hey, will these tariffs even exist in 6 weeks? And if you think the answer is no, why would you be the first mover? Why would you drop 30, 25, 50% on your consumer? They're going to flee from you. They're going to start looking for better deals. They're going to look at who else they can go to. And then 6 weeks later, the tariffs are gone. You can drop your prices back down, but everyone's going to remember what your prices were.
Right. You're going to leave that bad taste in their mouth. And